Hey guys, welcome back to the Ballin Sisters channel, and the Ballin Sisters are back, and this time we are going to do the last and the final FPL draft before the new Premier League season commences. Before I commence with my team and also the thought behind the same, I want to give a quick mention to dear sister who created the team, and that team is right now in front of us, and that team is really a nice balance between defense and attack, which he was really referring to. So kudos to you, sister. And now it's my turn. So now let's start off with my team. Starting off from the defense, I have chosen Alisson as my goalkeeper. I think it was a pretty easy choice because the intent of my team, and you're going to notice it when I'm going to share and disclose the other players in my team, you'll get to know that my team is more from a long-term perspective. I really don't want to use my wild card so soon in my season. So if all goes well and if this team performs at least, I would say 70 to 80% what I'm expecting them to perform, I really don't think that I would need to go for a wild card soon enough. So with that strategy in mind, I think Alisson is a good bet. Great goalkeeper. Liverpool as a team, they really performed well last few seasons. We all know how they have been performing. So from a defense perspective, I think Alisson could be an easy clean sheet kind of a source for me. So that's why Alisson is over there. Yes, it cost me around 5.5 millions, but yes, Alisson is definitely my first choice. Talking about my defense now, so my back line is my back four, unlike sisters. So I have my back four as Cancelo, Alexander-Arnold, and two Spurs defense line. So those two players are Perisic and Reguilon. So I'll start off from Spurs because I'll also explain why I've taken two Spurs defenders. Primarily because the way Conte has done the transfers this summer. So I think the balance of the Spurs squad is pretty nice, and also we all know how Conte likes a well-drilled team and a well-oiled team. So basically I really doubt that Spurs will be conceding a lot this season, and maybe there are a lot of clean sheets and maybe some really good free points available for the Spurs defense. And I think Reguilon, with his performance and the way he's been performing the role, I think he is a kind of one of the sure starters along with Perisic. He's a new signing, so I think Conte knows him pretty well. So I think these two are quite good fit and they will complement each other in my team. And that's why I'm taking a bit of a gamble and taking these two Spurs defenders. Along with that, I'm taking a tried and tested, basically, Alexander-Arnold and Cancelo. I really don't need to talk much about them because last few seasons they have really given us points, not just from a defending perspective but also in terms of chances created, in terms of assists, and also in terms of goals. So I think these two are one of the safe bets. Yes, they cost a lot of money, but then you want to build a squad which is really going to last for a long number of game weeks. This is at least what I'm hoping for. So that's the intent behind my backline. Now talking about my midfield. So midfield is going to be Mohamed Salah, as we all know, the king of the FPL over the last few seasons, and also the Golden Boot winner over the last few seasons as well, or just thereabouts as well. So Mohamed Salah was a no-brainer. Along with that, I have chosen Odegaard and Buendia. So I'll talk about Buendia first. So with Aston Villa, and I think now Steven Gerrard, I think, has a good mix of his players now with this transfer window. Already we have seen last season that how he tried to really rejuvenate Aston Villa, although at the end, like last few game weeks, they did die down a bit. But I think Steven Gerrard is going to implement his philosophy. He now has his one full transfer window with him, and I think he likes the blend of the players which he has. And I think Buendia, with the kind of creative ability he has, I think he's going to be a good prospect in terms of providing some assists or even coming up with some goals. So I think that's my reason behind putting up Buendia. And Odegaard, the reason behind Odegaard is, if we just talk about the preseason, although we really don't look at preseason that much, but not just the preseason, if I talk about the previous season as well, I think Odegaard is their main focal point. The main focal point for Arsenal, which is from where they're going to get some good enticing balls into the penalty box, and then it is up to the strikers to convert. So I think Odegaard with the set piece capabilities he has, and also with the kind of talent he has to just provide those really creative passes, I think Odegaard is my choice for the third midfielder. So I've gone for 4-3 and now 3 in my forward line, my attack. So starting off with Jesus. So we just covered what Odegaard does, and right now the partnership between Odegaard and Jesus in the preseason, and again we should not be looking too much into the preseason, but I really feel that Odegaard, with his creative abilities and what Jesus has to offer with Arsenal, I think they are going to be a deadly combination. So that's why I've got these two Arsenal duo in my team, and I'm quite hoping that they are going to perform really very well. I've gone with 2 forward City players, and this is a bit of a punt which I've taken, wherein I've gone for Haaland. So tried and tested striker. I think the big name signing for City didn't perform pretty well against Liverpool in the Community Shield, but I think those are early days. I think it's just the pre-season lag and also not much of a match fitness. So I think that's all attributed to that. But I personally feel that Haaland is really going to lighten up the Premier League, and at least I would say at least 20 goals a season I can see from Haaland quite easily. So that's the reason why I've taken Haaland. The second one is Alvarez, and this one is primarily around what I've seen of him. We saw a bit of him in the Community Shield as well, but also the kind of a player he is, and also that pace and that agility. And I think now Sterling is gone, so I still feel that what Pep Guardiola can do, he can accommodate both of them in his system, because he is lightning quick, Alvarez, and he showed in that Community Shield game that what he can do with this asset, and with the kind of skill he has. Although he was brought on during the end of the game, but I think he has a lot of potential to actually turn the game in the favor of Manchester City. So I think that's 2 of my forwards from Manchester City, and which completes my forward line as well. So I've gone with a classic 4-3-3 combination, and I'm hoping that if this team performs at least to like 60-70% of their capabilities, I think I'm sorted for a few game weeks into the season before we get to see some new maybe new players in the Premier League, or maybe new transfers, or maybe even from the new teams which are coming up. So we can even move towards those players as well. But yep, this is my team, and do let us know what do you think of my team in the comment section. Do like, share and subscribe to our channel. Thanks a lot for all your love so far. Thanks a lot. And just one more thing, so I'm going to mention the code of our Fantasy Premier League which we have created. So it's a Ballin Sisters League which we have created. So I'm going to mention that in the description, and also you will be able to see it right now just below this. So please feel free to join that. Let's play FPL and let's enjoy the Premier League. Bye bye.